Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I will be building a PC for my video editing, and which is based on Ryzen AMD. So I'll be using the Ryzen 9 3900X CPU with B550F Asus motherboard chipset, and I also have the Corsair Vengeance LPX for RAM. That will be 3200 gigs. I will also be using my old graphic card, which is a 1660 Ti from MSI. Then I got the Corsair RM750 power supply, and we'll be using a 500 gigs SSD and a 500 GB M.2, and everything will go into this Corsair 220T RGB casing. Besides that, I will also be using my old cooler, which is Corsair as well. I don't remember the model for it, but it's an old one which was on my other system, and some extension sleeves and windows for sure, some fans, and that's about it. Let's get started then. I will be going step by step. If somebody wants to watch and build their own, it will be a pretty long video, and it will be step by step of the build. So I have my motherboard opened up here, and now I'm going to get the CPU. Here's the CPU here. Ryzen 3900X. So always make sure not to touch the top of the CPU and the gold contacts. And look for a triangle here, which is on this side in this case. So always hold it from the side, and you guys will see a gold triangle on the side as well, with a small triangle here and a gold triangle here. So that triangle and this triangle here should match up. So there you go. If you will notice that it will just sit down just into the slot, and then it's snug here. So that's how you pretty much put your CPU. Now I'm going to do the RAM, the memory. Always check your motherboard manual which slot you should be using, if you have 1, 2 or 4 memory slots. So I'm using 2, which is 32 gigs each. Always match them up with your so for in my case it's B2 and A2. So open up B2 A2. There you go. Once you push them in, you will see this one locks up. There goes the second one. Same way, align them nicely and push them in. So now the memory is in. Now I'm going to do the my cooler. So you will need thermal paste first of all when installing your cooler. Most of the new coolers should come the thermal paste should be pre-applied, so you guys should be good with that one if you're getting a new. Since I'm using a old cooler, I have to use some thermal paste on it. So I've cleaned up my old paste. So for the paste, just do a pea size. So right into the center here. Should be good. Magnet clips. Whatever your manufacturer is, if it's if it's Intel or AMD, make sure you read the manual how to install it, but most of them are pretty easy. So I usually have these two clips on this one, on the cooler. Just like that, and I just tighten them up so the cooler fits in good. Always make sure go on both the sides, little by little. Just snug. There you go. Now since and this will be CPU cooler head. So on my motherboard there is a fan and a AIO. So since my cooler is AIO, I'm going to put my fan header on the AIO. Just like that. That's all intact, and this will go into my connections later on. Now comes now I'm going to open the case and install the motherboard inside the case. Alright, so here's my case which I have laid down. It has 4 thumb screws here. It's a Corsair 220T RGB gaming mid tower. So just open up your case. Make sure don't remove the plastic film on it right now. So just remove them later on once you. So you got the screws, thumb screws on the side. Let me just put this here for now. Okay, now we're gonna put our motherboard. So before putting the motherboard in, I forgot to do something here. Should be installing the radiator fans on, so it's easier to mount them easier to put them in the case. radiator. Now I'm going to install the M.2s.
This is the fan also. Both
Yeah.
fan.
So let's install.
Fan.
I have two M.2s, one from my old computer and one I got a new one to install the fresh Windows on it.
Okay, guys. And this is. You know what is that? It's a sensor. Can I show this? Hello, can I ask you something?
What is it?
I want to show this one.
Yeah, after. So here's first M.2, which will go on the top slot.
Yeah.
So remove the film on the heatsink.
about to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions, we'll get away. This is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Let's go, let's be free with me. Be free.
Alright, the moment of truth now. Let's see. Power on. Okay, we can see some lights here. And let's boot. Okay, lights are on. Let's see if the monitor shows something. Okay. So far, oh no, oh, there you go, we have a boot, and this is awesome. This will be my main computer where I will edit everything now going forward. And that's awesome. Now lights are on. I'm gonna see what's going on with this lights. Should be lighting, but not a big deal. Fans are on, motor is on, graphics card, everything seems to be good. So I will install my Windows and everything on this, and then I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna do the cable management at the back here, which is looks like a mess here, but I'm gonna fix that. We'll tie them up, and then I'm going to install my Windows and I'll show it to you guys. So here's my 24 pin, my USB for the front panel, and I have my graphic card installed here. I'm gonna show you guys. So that's the graphic card. Just make sure to get it. There you go. It's all in place. and the graphic card power supply. This is pretty much it. I've done the cable management, everything at the back. Just have to tidy them up. So I got my radiator with 4 fans here, and got my memory, my 24 pin USB, and some other cable connections here. Just refer to your motherboard manual and you guys will find everything in there. I also have some hard disks which are mounted here. I have an SSD and a hard drive. That's about it, and I'll just start it up and I'll show you guys how it looks. So this is, I've just plugged it in. I've already installed the Windows and everything, so it's all ready to go with my softwares and everything installed. So let's start. Show you. There you go. This will be my new editing computer. So hope you guys have enjoyed this. I know I might have missed some of the parts in between. If you guys have any questions, you can always put a comment in there and I'll try my best to answer them to best of my knowledge. This is about it. So pretty much my station. This is where I will be editing all my videos going forward. And thank you guys for watching this. Please like and subscribe.